Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Santa Clara. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Greg, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
That is on the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Pickup of 14 on that one. First down, 49ers.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. He'll work forward for a couple. Jalen Johnson up from his corner spot to make the stop.
6-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's McCaffrey. Still keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Gotta get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on third down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the first down.
And he'll be met in the backfield and drop behind the line of scrimmage.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 3rd and long, Purdy to throw. And that is incomplete.
And his passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This a 44-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good, positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the 2nd straight year. Number 1 pick in the 2024 draft, it's Caleb Williams.
So although his rookie season didn't go exactly according to plan, the best thing that happened, Mike, was he started all 17 games. And I know there was some ups and some downs. He's got a new regime now, new stability, new head coach. And I think it's going to allow all of his physical talent we saw coming out of college that made Caleb Williams the number 1 overall pick. I think it's going to let it shine because there is no question. When this guy is in the right system with the right play caller, he is as talented and as productive as any quarterback we've seen come out of the draft in the last couple of years.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have 1st and goal. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And they'll get about 5 yards closer, but now it is 3rd and goal.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
On 4th down, it's Cairo Santos on for the Bears field goal. This about as short as you can get. Santos' kick is good. And the Bears will tie the game at 3 apiece.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
Field goals for both sides on their opening possessions. 3-3 as this one's kicked away. This taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with 1st down. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
4. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
And a fair catch is taken. It is just inside the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll run with Monunga. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Really impressive job there by the defense, Mike. I mean, to not only absorb the initial push, but now you got to get the back on the ground. And sometimes to hold up against these big old offensive linemen and stick an arm out to get the ball carrier down, it's easier said than done. And really nice job here by the defensive front.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
49ers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. That's a gain of 19 and a very quick 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
14 on the pickup. It's good for a Niners 1st down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
On the counter, it's McCaffrey, and he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies, but the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass, and I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
On 2nd down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
That's complete to Pearsall. And the Niners are going to have 1st and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Stop short of the goal line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
From the 1, 2nd and goal. Here's Purdy. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown. 49ers. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers take a 10-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This one taken at the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on first down. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet, and he will be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down, and we'll check in with our referee. Darnell Wright. Guilty that time. Throwing is Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now Williams. A throw on the move is caught. Ooh. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This quarterback has a reputation for being one of the faster quarterbacks in the league, but what I loved here is, yes, he used his legs, but he remained a passer for as long as he could, and leads to a nice pickup.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun, and he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Upton Stout in for that tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 49ers' 48-yard line.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Run now for Monunga. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
At the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 3. And this is 3rd down.
Here's Williams now to throw. Throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
Another Bears first down. A gain of 7.
It's really just an extended handoff. Get the ball out wide to your running back in space and make the defense tackle him. That's really all this is. Something small turns into a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, like executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On third down, it's Williams. That's to the big rookie out of Michigan, Holston Loveland. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 9-yard line.
Second and 5. To throw is Williams. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. That's an incompletion. The big tight end, Cole Komet, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. That's complete. Some more on the right side.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll go. It's Swift, and he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So, a costly penalty here. It wipes away the touchdown. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Officially, a 29-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Cairo Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Bears offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Makes it 3rd and inches.
They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Gain of a yard. And the Bears 1st down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
And a good run there. We'll get him 5 yards.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 23.
Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Bears 1st down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Throw right side, caught by Odunze. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 49ers' 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff, and Swift running right. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Bryce Huff. He gets into drop in. It's a loss of 8.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Williams. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Defense got lucky on that one. There's no one accounting for the running back out of the backfield as they should have, and fortunately for them, he bails him out by not securing the catch.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. McCaffrey now on 1st and 10. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
This back's been having his way all night long, Mike. Just a lot of room to operate. Great job by the offensive line all night long, but in this case, defense does their job. They're able to penetrate, get in the backfield, and take them down for a loss.
Purdy now on second down. Open man, tight end Jake Tonjes. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up.
Brings up third.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the 49ers first down. First and 10.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
49ers first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. I ain't sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm a rookie in the
Here's McCaffrey. Whoa. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. From the gun, it's Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearson. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Brings up third down.
Here's third down and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. And he is going to have the 49ers first down. Had it by plenty, too. Keeping the drive alive on third and inches.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man there, it is Bourne. Pick up the 14 as he takes it to the 14.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
The Niners will use their third and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This a 31-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
Outside of coming away with a touchdown, I'm not sure they could have done any better to close out that half. I mean, they burned all the clock. They don't let the opponent possess the ball, and they come away with points.
Eddie
3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
First half playing out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25 in field position to start this drive. Bears offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams to the left side. He's got Komet. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught left side by Odunze. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Automatic first down.
Off play action. Here's Williams. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
And And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the give, here's Swift. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A pickup there of 13. Good for a Bears first down.
Bears first down.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks, so don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
And he'll force his way forward, maybe a yard. 2nd down coming up. They'll go play action here with Williams. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but he has the first down inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, not only getting outside the pocket, buying more time for his receivers, but then finding a man open who's able to pick up enough to move the chains.
They'll run with Swift. A short kick down to the 7. Here now, 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Swift. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall, and they're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. He'll try and throw. Here's Williams. It is brought in the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears. It felt like they needed a touchdown. Greg, in the worst way, after getting those early field goals to find the end zone. Big boost for this offense.
And it felt like they really needed it. As you said, Mike, to come away with 3 previous drives ending in field goals and not being able to cross it over the goal line for 6, it starts to wear on you as an offense. You start having a little doubt saying, hey, can we finish any of these drives? Now they finally do, and we can expect this to kind of start to roll throughout the rest of this game.
Williams now going to bring up the Bears, and they will go for 2. On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll look underneath here for McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Here comes the jet sweep, and no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Now, faking the give. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do. And, man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
That throwaway certainly isn't ideal in this situation, especially when you're trailing at this stage of the game, but no damage done. Move on to the next play.
3rd and inches. They'll try to sneak it here. He should have it up there for the first down. Take it up to the 43-yard line.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Swift. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. On the give, it is Monunga. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Back to the drawing board for this run game, Mike. The offensive coordinator and his staff, they have to do a better job giving plays, giving opportunities to their offense to find success on the ground. Because right now, they have no answers for this defense.
On third down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
They tried to go with the quick game here in hopes they could do something with it after the catch, but I don't think everyone was necessarily on the same page, and this ends up being a wasted down.
The Bears sending out their punt team. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And it turns out to be a very nice return as he's finally escorted out of bounds. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he just about did a little pirouette there, spinning and turning for a pickup of 5.
At the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Dewan Jennings. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
They run on the jet sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
Well, that defense had that pegged from the jump, Mike. They tried to catch him a little off guard by doing a jet sweep to the wide receiver. There was no going anywhere on the outside. Great pursuit by the defense. No gain.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. There he goes, inside the 30. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Explosive plays. Teams understand just how valuable they are in regards to the ability to score points. Typically, they come through the air, Mike. In this case, they got it on the ground. Now they find themselves inside the red zone.
And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up 1st and goal.
McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 5.
And it all starts with that missed block up front. Anytime a defender's able to get upfield and vertical that far, there's just really not much you can do to stop him.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. That one's incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone, and listen, I understand that hit is coming, but guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not, and you get paid to make the difficult catches, and I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make it.
That's going to be caught for the touchdown, but there is a penalty flag down in the backfield. They're already walking the other way.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Third and goal. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
So a sack is definitely not ideal, Mike, but the last thing you want to do down here on this part of the field is turn the ball over by forcing a play that's not there. So he sees time running out. He's got no choice but to eat the ball, but at least he can live to play another down.
Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This will be a 41-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the 49ers will extend their lead.
17.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Pinheiro had the field goal a moment ago. Now he's back out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That one into the hands of Moore downfield. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. 4th quarter begins on the ground with Swift. Nice job pushing through the would-be tackler. Gain of about 3. 2nd down.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. He's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
They'll go again with Swift. And the Bears are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for a Bears first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Manungai trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he is going to come up short.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown. The game-tying touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this fourth quarter lead.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. The kick is good. Important one as they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
23.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Niners offense getting their final instruction before heading back onto the field. Will try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Purdy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. That's Jaquan Brisker, the safety, up from the defensive backfield, and he's got a sack.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Purdy now on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
Turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I send? Send them off. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young.
The 49ers out for the punt. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure That return was not going anywhere.
First and 10.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. 1st down, Chicago.
4th quarter, you find yourself protecting a 1-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
And they bring them down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
2nd and 10. On the option, it's Swift, and he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. And it's going to be 4th down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a 1-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Santos following the made field goal. Back out to kick this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something. Back.
They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
brings up third.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
It's 3rd and 4. Purdy to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
And the 49ers
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now it's McCaffrey. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his own 49.
3rd down, they need 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's caught by Bourne. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that will be a bit of a letdown.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Niners first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that walk. First down, 49ers.
You're in the 4th quarter. You just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the 4th quarter.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
My man. Boys, you got this.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he'll just chuck this one to the sideline. Receiver in the area, so no grounding, but it's 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. We are set for 4th and long. Now Purdy. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
So you roll the dice on offense and you fail. But now you can't give up. Your defense has to go out there and get a stop. You have all 3 timeouts. You have time to get the ball back one more time on offense. So now your defense needs to answer the bell and give your offense one more shot.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And this game not quite in hand yet. Still all 3 timeouts left for the defense, so they can't just kneel this one out, but 1 first down will essentially end the game. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
On second down, it's a run with Swift. And they'll stop it. At least gets an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
Bringing up 3rd and 12.
They'll drop to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Niners offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 16 yards on the game and a quick 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Ideal circumstance there. They get the 1st down and preserve that final timeout.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that 2nd foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. Here's Purdy again. Open man is Jennings. And the 49ers are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He is down at the 6.
And now, after after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
Purdy gonna put it up again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game.
27.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. This is 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll go underneath to Swift. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That completes to Swift. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. And the clock will stop. Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Williams. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So the faithful here at Levi's Stadium are rewarded. It's a win for the 49ers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.